So one of my favorite things as a coach is to be able to teach people how to look at old things in a new way, how to reframe the way that they see things, the way that they do things, to keep pushing their evolution and self-disrupting to get often the hidden fruits and performance gains that are right in front of our face if we would just look at an old thing in a new way. So one of those things is conflict. Many people, I don't care how mature they are in their experience and their craft and how far along they are in their career path, many people approach conflict in what I would call an amateur way versus what I want to talk about in this post, how to become a conflict expert. And it involves, first and foremost, having a paradigm shift in how you look at conflict. It's not something to just be avoided or tolerated or, dread. Really, the breakthrough realization that I want you to have here is that it is a supreme opportunity that many people squander to showcase your skills and ability, to showcase your maturity, your emotional intelligence, your communication skills, your conflict resolution, so many different things in a suite of highly coveted and well-respected talents. Conflict allows you the chance to show that off. So that's the first thing. Completely wipe your mental windshield clean of everything that you've thought about conflict. And let's talk about some of the most common, what I would call amateur responses to conflict that are counterproductive and ultimately don't bring you any gains from this conflict platform, this spotlight that it gives you. So first of all, aggressive. You know these people, and as I go through these few, you'll either raise your hand sheepishly that's me, or that's someone I know, or maybe that was me at a juncture of my career. Okay, so the first one is aggressive. These are the people that just go in attack mode. They just go turbo. They bring all of their intensity to shut the person down like a sledgehammer, and then everybody else is like, whoa, okay, no one wants to speak up or be honest with that person. So the aggressive individual definitely shows immaturity versus the ability to navigate it with sophistication. Avoidant. Turning an eye to it. Oh, let's just get done the work that we need to get done. And, that person, they are what they are. Or, yes, they've had the same performance issue for X amount of time, but, that's just them, whatever. Avoidant, and many leaders who do this would not think of themselves that way. They would maybe think themselves, I'm higher than the conflict. But when in fact, if you peel it back, it's really avoidance behavior that they don't know really how to step into it like an expert. Apathetic, the people who are just like, I don't care. Conflict is what it is. Your feelings are what they are. Tomorrow we'll kiss and make up. Conflict is a part of business. Some people actually try to create it, thinking that it can, produce better results. And so apathetic, those people who just don't care, and they don't see the penalties and the losses that come through not knowing how to handle it like an expert. And then the last one is antagonistic, the people who create conflict. They get a thrill from it. They like to feel that it puts them in charge somehow. They look for ways to poke at people. A lot of times this is a passive aggressive type of behavior. So antagonistic. Those are the most common, from my experience, amateur responses and reactions to conflict. So let's talk about a few. What are just a couple things, because I believe in the power of simplicity. All of the most powerful results, really, the game-changing shifts that we make usually come from tweaks, modifications, subtle evolutions, a difference in how you say things, phraseology, which is such a big topic in the world of leadership success, because there's 100 different ways that you can say the same thing, right? So, all right, here's 3 suggestions for how you can become a conflict expert and really showcase how what a role model you are, and have other people call you and say, wow, you just handled that expertly. I so admire how you navigated that. You will see it, because since it is so uncommon that people are expert at handling this, and it triggers so many lesser behaviors that you will see that I just described, that this is, again, that spotlight opportunity. Re-look at conflict. This is an awesome chance to step right into that invitation and show them what you got. So first one is lean in. Most people have this reaction when it comes to conflict with a conflict person or situation. They just want to be like, pull away. I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to work with you as little as possible. I'm going to try to keep you at an arm's length, keep this situation at an arm's length, and just get it done. Get out of here. That is the opposite of what you should do. Anytime there is a conflict, it is a chance for you to lean in closely and cinch in that relationship. And that leads to the second point, which is as you lean in and force yourself to not backtrack or try to escape, you're going to want to do the second thing, which is look closer with curiosity. You really need to look again. What is behind this conflict? Where is the divide? What is causing this person to be upset? Is this because there was an email miscommunication? Do I need to pick up the phone? Most of the time in the lean in tip, you should pick up the phone. The personal touch can solve a multitude of angers and fissures between people. So look closer with curiosity. What did I do? So I always preach from the power of me. What is it about me that I can do or have done that has created the situation and that I can now do to improve it? The key is almost always in the power of me first. What can I do? And so look closer with curiosity. Really think, was there something in my tone or my wording? Did I forget to include them? Am I pushing them out? Have I have I missed something in this relationship interaction? Really start with the self lens. Start with me. And then the last one is let go. And these seem to be, again, not like you've never heard them, but so much of what we maybe have heard or know we could do, we are not incentivized. We don't have the desire and the resolve to do them, to press play on those new behaviors and stop on the old ones. And so that's why I bring this to you. So lean in. Anytime there's a disagreement or a conflict, lean all the way in and make sure that people that are involved in that are seeing you do that. I'm going to have a conversation with them. I will follow up and find out what we might be missing or where did this get off track. And then look closer with curiosity, of course, first starting with what was the power of me in this situation? How did I influence this for better or for worse? And then the last one is let go. Do not hold on, because many people, even though they might say that they don't, they hold on to a silent resentment account. They hold on to a grudge. And this is a dangerous thing to allow to happen in your emotions and in your mind, because you might think, oh, I'm over it. And we can sometimes tell ourselves that. But if that's not the truth, and you really have not let go, and you have not seen it through the global perspective in your research as you look closer with curiosity and you see your part and their part, and then you work together, that part of that leaning in and looking closer is working together with that person to come to a mutually beneficial solution. Almost always when people see your efforts to do so, to understand, to draw closer to the situation, to not avoid it or just slam the hammer and get what you wanted and move on, they will be very willing to work together with you. And again, very impressed that you do what most people do not. And then letting go, it shows them your maturity. It shows them your resiliency. It shows them your reality testing. We all have issues. We all have breakdowns. We're all going to have conflicts. I don't want someone holding it onto it with me, so I'm not going to do that to somebody else. So it really shows that you have balanced thinking, that you're looking at it from a global perspective, and that you are mature enough to move on in a true way and not just saying that you're doing so. One of the other advantages of becoming skilled in this is that conflict won't feel like conflict used to. I like to say that I don't have conflicts. I have great conversations. When you can handle things like this in a mature, open, leaning in kind of way, you will just have very productive conversations. And you'll find more often than not, conflict is just unnecessary. Those would be my tips. 3 tips, simple yet not always easy, to become a conflict expert, to use these disagreements, these divisions, whether they are subtle, massive, email, phone, meaning wherever they are, go after them. They are that opportunity to show what you've got and to continue to evolve your own maturity, because that is our job, to keep evolving so we are follower worthy. Talk to you soon.